I absolutely know how to celebrate National Sugar Cookie Day. I had a sugar cookie yesterday with macadamia nuts in it, kind of. I guess you could say that's right. But how do you think you celebrate National Cow Appreciation Day?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. I wound up Googling it. Chick-fil-A submitted, you remember how me and Otis submitted our days? Well, in 2014, Chick-fil-A submitted to have a National Cow Appreciation Day. And if you walk into any Chick-fil-A on National Cow Appreciation Day dressed as any kind of cow, and I'm telling you, they're very liberal. Because my neighbor went over there today with a black spot on her face and said she was a one-spot black cow, and they still gave her a free chicken sandwich. Yep. It is all about marketing at its finest in America. Chick-fil-A, that was brilliant. Today's show is very unique as my guest that I've been waiting for almost a year to have on the show. When I met her, she was pregnant, and she couldn't come on the show for pregnant reasons. I don't know. I guess you can't be on the radio when you're pregnant. Today she can't come, lack a new babysitter, whatever. Kayla Curtis told me if I'm Beauty du Jour, she'll be here. But fortunately, I have friends in low places. Yeah. I told Fifi, hey, man, you got to come to work early today. And I got my friend Lisa Eaton here because in January, she got a little news. She was telling you somewhere in the January area, we will have a Dr. Eaton show here on BFAM 109.6. She just had to finish a couple commitments and see how bad she can screw the school over here. I'm just saying, because I'm just saying, Brad has been on my show on Wednesday nights. I've been doing this thing with League Night, and Brad has a higher echelon job, and he has numerous managers telling him, hey, man, I see you on the radio the other day. Great job. So don't think that they won't notice you. Phoebe, didn't you get recognized in the store the other day?
I was recognized at Burn when we were at Burn. He told, hey, I know you. You be on YouTube. And I was like, that's what's up.
So you got recognized at our VIP party?
Yes, I did.
So, and while that's being said, and I'm here and I'm talking, we don't only have one VIP party for Burn, we have another one. And then I found out, I don't know if you know this, because I stopped over there today. Do you know we make money on this? Yeah.
On what?
We make money on the amount of people that show up there to support.
For Burn?
No, for this thing on Friday night from 8 to 11 o'clock. We make money. If you want to come out and help Fifi out, we got a little side thing going on, a second VIP trip over at the Sports and Social Club from 8 to 11 p.m. DC and Otis will not be there until 9 o'clock because Otis has a show that night. But we will be there, and Afia will definitely be there at 8 o'clock.
Yes, I will be there at 8 o'clock, and you'll definitely want to get in the door before 10 because after that, you can't get in for free. Okay.
Uh-oh. You heard the magic word, free.
Free.
Free equals 10 o'clock.
You get a free appetizer.
Free appetizer, and I heard there's drink specials. I got the notes.
$3, $4, $5.
$3 beers, $4 mixed drinks, $5 top shelf.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm all over that. Remember, and the Uber spot is right next to Sports and Social. You have no excuse not to be at this party. When we come back, I got to tell you something about Mr. Justin Verlander. He is a phenomenal pitcher, and he wants to talk about these juiced baseballs and Major League Baseball. And I want to throw a couple stats out there. Keeping them hard DC here at the new BFAM 109.6. We'll be right back.
Woohoo!
Could you be there? That is the one and only Bob Marley. I got nothing against his son, but he's not Bob. I don't know what happened to the gene pool. But Ziggy he can sing, but he's not Bob. He's too high strung. Maybe because he's young.
Bob's one of a kind.
Yeah. What do you think about Ziggy compared to Bob? You don't agree with the one Ziggy, Marley?
I know that many Black people are often shocked by this, and I'm sure white people will be too, but Diva don't care for reggae. I just don't.
Is he really reggae still? Bob didn't venture over?
I don't know anything other than the fact that he was an activist and, it's believed that he was murdered. They killed him. So
yeah, he was set up by his local police department. Yeah. Kind of like that.
But he had cancer of some sort in the foot, and And
I promise you, Bob Marley did not have cancer. He smoked weed every day.
I mean, I'm just saying that I do know about his
I'm just-
history and his contribution.
I'm pretty sure that marijuana is the miracle cure to cancer. You know why I think that is? Mainly because they won't let us have it. And they can't find a cure to cancer. But yet you go to these doctors, and everybody that has cancer, they say, you know what? We can help you out. You can have a cancer card. You can get a weed card.
Mhm.
So if you get a weed card because you have cancer, why not solve cancer? Just let everybody do what they got to do with the weed.
Well, what it is, I believe with cancer, like I told somebody else, I said if I ever should get sick, because when you get sick, you don't have an appetite, your taste buds turn metallic
Right.
with the chemo, and it's because you don't want to eat. But marijuana helps with nausea and all that, so therefore you can stay healthy
Right.
by eating and
Quality
doing
of
what you
life.
need to do. And that's why they don't want to give you, because, like, let's be real, drug companies are designed to keep customers,
Yeah,
not
to solve.
not
Totally
to
agree.
solve problems. So,
Totally agree.
and it's sad. In hospitals, it used to not be like that. They say it used to be like you could leave a hospital and have a baby for like $20.
Right.
But now it's with healthcare, it's all about shareholders.
When I was in the military, I had my daughter. Well, I didn't have her. My wife at the time had my daughter. The total bill was $40. They gave me my final bills of $40 on my nose. I pulled out 220s and I had a kid. It was
Wow.
that quick.
That's awesome.
Kyle was not that much. I was not in the military, but, so we won't want to talk about that.
John.
Welcome back to the show. This segment is brought to you by our newest sponsor, One Stop Car Wash, 2867 East West Connector in Austell, Cobb County's premier full-service car wash and express oil change. That's right. That's right. Do it all in one stop. Pull up and get a Valvoline oil change. Then get a free inside and outside car detail. And on top of that, mention Keepin or DC or BFAM 19.6 and receive $5 off of any service they offer there. Remember their motto, we put the pride in your ride.
All right.
Birthday shout outs today, Michaela Schramm, Ryan Abel, Bill Gifford, Leonard Smith down in Austell Lanes, and my good bowling buddy Lance King. Happy birthday to all of you. So I'm going to assume that neither one of you know who Justin Verlander is.
Correct.
Okay, so you either one of you know what a Cy Young Award is.
Oh, who?
Cy Young Award.
No.
Okay, the Cy Young Award is given out to the best pitcher in the National League and the American League. And every team has about 15 to 18 pitchers. So it's the elite. You were the best pitcher in all the American League out of 16 teams. This guy that I'm talking about is a 3-time Cy Young Award winner. So he's a very, very good pitcher. And he was asked by someone about whether he thought baseballs were juiced or not. And this was his comment. And he's like DC. He doesn't have a filter, so I'm going to not have a filter either.
Okay.
So all you people that are going to church on Sundays, time to turn the TV off.
I don't
So
know
yesterday,
what I
Justin Verlander told ESPN that the balls used in Major League Baseball games this season are a fucking joke. That was his exact quote. And that he believes 100% that the league has implemented juice balls to increase offense. And then he quoted again that it was an effing joke. That time he said effing. And he, by the way, he's an 8-time All-Star and the starting pitcher for the All-Star game this year. So he's the man. He says Major League Baseball is turning this game into a joke. They own Rawlings. This is where I want to get you, Fifi. MLB is a $400 billion company. Rawlings Baseball is a $4 million baseball production company. Guess who owns Rawlings?
The baseball.
Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
Okay. Guess who bought Rawlings when they got into the commissioner's spot? Commissioner Manfred. And the first thing that he said when he got into the commissioner's spot, he's the man over baseball. He makes all the rules. He was there in 2015 and he signed and bought baseball. He bought Rawlings baseballs. Since then, here's the numbers.
Conflict.
Mm-hmm.
Conflict of interest.
Huge conflict.
I'm going to get to that. You're here.
Yeah.
Here's the numbers that you know right now. Verlander is 36 years old. He's been pitching for 9 years. And out of those 9 years, he's an 8-time All-Star. So he only didn't make the All-Star game one time. He has a major league record 26 home runs. He has been hit. Out of all the pitchers out there, he has given up the most home runs out of all the pitchers, and he's the number one pitcher this year. Okay? He's never given up 26 home runs by the All-Star break again. Overall players have hit 3,691 home runs in the first half. If they keep up this pace, they will blow away the record of most home runs ever hit in baseball ever by over 563 home runs. Now, tell them what you know in law. This is called a
conflict of interest.
Conflict of interest.
It tethers on a violation of possibly, this is just my personal opinion, antitrust law.
Well, I didn't think about that one. So they asked Commissioner Manfred, he made this statement. We think what's been going on this year is attributable to the baseball. So he's saying they understand it to the baseball. Manfred then said, our scientists that have been now studying the baseball more regularly this year have told us the baseball has a little less drag. It doesn't need to change very much in order to produce meaningful change in terms of that way. And remember, these are made by human hands. You have to go ahead and add in human error per ball throughout the year.
All right, I got two things.
Go.
So who told them to make the change in the ball? The owner, maybe.
Okay.
And then also, didn't he come out and say earlier, the commissioner, that he wanted to see more offense
He did.
in baseball? And so all of a sudden, woohoo, now we're getting all these home runs.
He was the man that actually implemented the time clock for pitchers, which pitchers have never had a time clock. They can stay up there as long as they want to intimidate the batter, and the batter can always call timeout, step out of the box. Now the pitcher has a 25-second clock, which sounds like a lot of time, but it's not. And they're making it harder. Chicago Cubs manager, Mr. Joe Madden, made a quote today. He said, baseball should have just stamped Titleist on the side of both balls.
So can I ask something though? Because like I said, I don't really follow baseball. I enjoy the experience of the games.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. Because my very first baseball game was a Dodgers game.
Sorry.
Go LA. Doyers. But either way, but of course I'm from Texas, y'all, so I'm a Texas Rangers girl. Sorry. But I just has it always been Rawlings that has been the baseball?
They are the baseball.
Are there other companies out there that make baseball?
They are, but they're not Rawlings.
So therefore, what he has done is he has closed out an opportunity for other, because it's a conflict of interest on his part. How you going? But baseball is separate and apart from certain laws too. Don't they fall under
our own laws? Right. They do.
Help me. You know what I'm talking about? They're outside of not trademark law, but the union or something like
They have
that.
their own union. Major League Baseball Players Association.
It's a different, because some kind of way they're allowed to basically do. They're like the Wild Wild West. They can do whatever they want to.
Right.
And my mind is blank right now because y'all know I have a degree in sports administration. And at one point, I thought I was going to be an agent. That didn't happen.
Because Jerry McGuire.
That's kind of why I went into it. See, Tom Cruise movies have dictated my life.
That's true, lawyer.
So you were Top Gun, you went to the military.
I went to the military.
You went to the lawyer. Okay. Jerry McGuire, you want to be a sports agent. So I want to know, when's Mission Impossible coming?
Dun, 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 dun.
Just being in the military alone, I feel was sufficient.
That's
quite
true.
frankly.
So while I got you guys baseball, let me have more. There's more.
Okay.
So
I'm confused as to. I just want to know: are there others out there? Because if it's an exclusiveness, then I understand.
Major League Baseball plays Major League Baseball. And here's the cool part: exactly 32 days ago today, there's other divisions of baseball. There's single A, double A, double A. So all of those places have been given Major League Baseballs now. And guess what? Stats are in after 30 days, and home runs are up in the minor leagues, the double A, and the triple A leagues. So
yeah. And talk about when they played overseas.
Oh, we don't even talk. That was ridiculous.
Do that. Okay.
And I'm going to do that one last to that. And this is what I want to know to all my people. The whole rant, this whole section, it's not that I don't like to hit home runs. They would just say, well, they're doing that because home runs are the epic part of baseball, and I disagree. The epic part of baseball is watching a 1-0 game. Yeah, 1-0 game. Whoever's got that on.
That's so me. I'm so sorry.
Okay. I'm getting feedback in my ear.
So sorry. It's
Sorry.
okay.
But what's going on here is they're trying to make baseball more exciting by hitting more home runs. They're taking the pitchers out of the game, and everybody's wondering why the pitchers are sucking.
Yeah.
You know, it's a win or lose, and they did this back in. I forgot the year now. I don't remember, so I'm not going to say it because I'll recall it later. But y'all get the idea. What I want to know is this: is this fair to all the people that have played baseball before this year? You got all these people hitting baseballs out of the park, and they're going to wind up getting totals towards their careers, and they're going to wind up breaking records in the books that shouldn't be broken.
Right.
Like last night, the most home runs hit in a home run derby was 61 by Mark McGwire. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hit 93 last night. That will never be touched again if they go back to the old baseball. Never.
Yeah.
Never. Not to mention he had 3 ties.
I was going to say we had 3 tiebreakers.
Oh,
Yeah.
I knew I was right when I was thinking about what I was thinking about. Thank you, because I did take antitrust law.
Hold up.
Oh, she pulled up the law of the baseball players for you? Okay.
So it's not subject to antitrust law. I knew there was, and that's how he's able to do what he does.
Yeah.
I know that they have exceptions to a lot of laws. A lot of laws. I know that he can. I don't understand, like in today's world of monopolies and not letting monopolies happen. I don't understand how he's a commissioner of baseball, so he runs that, and then he also runs the company that provides the baseballs to that company. That seems like a major conflict of interest in like Wall Street.
But that's the number one problem with anything. The law is slower to change than what technology or what everything is happening now, because everything is so easily accessible. But that's what I knew. It was something about baseball that made them kind of out there.
Exactly.
So they're exempt, but I feel like the owners should be concerned about the fact that you have a commissioner that has his hand in both pots. Because I thought you kind of have to have some sort of neutrality in these things, right? Because you can't favor one owner over the other. So how can you favor a baseball over another when you're closing out opportunities for others? It's just really a bad. It don't sound good.
You're totally right. We'll talk more about that in the break. We come back. A teen got stabbed over rap. A teen got stabbed over rap music, and a crackhead mom has rules for her kids at the park.
Jesus.
Keeping it 100. Keeping it 100 DC. I think they're 109.6. Because I love Michael Jackson.
Oh, you know, I used to sit on the board for a charter school, junior high. Yeah. So I remember I had to sit down and talk to 2 of them. I said, y'all keep fighting like this, somebody gonna end up dead.
I'm telling you, the fights are brutal.
They can be. And I told somebody, and then like my friend, he was like, well, I used to get in the fights all the time. I said, it's by the grace of God. You still standing. I said, because he told me I wasn't the initiator, because I know how children are. They can be very mean. They can find somebody to fixate on. I don't like her because. Yeah. And then they decide they want to beat you up. I got out of my fight because my mama was a school teacher. I was a snitch. Mama.
You was a snitch?
Because I wasn't fighting. I knew if my punishment at home would be far worse than the beating I was going to take on the playground.
I had that problem.
So, you know, I was like, so I remember to this day, I don't know if she was watching, but Miss Williams, that was my assistant principal, she checked them girls in the 5th grade. She was like, you will not.
You will not.
You will not. And I hadn't done anything to these girls. They were just jealous because I was super duper smart and I was teacher's pet. But I'm like, I have to act like this because you don't know what my home environment is like. Like my parents would take no prisoners. It's like, you better bring home all A's. You better not get in trouble at school. And if you do, all your rights and privileges will be taken away from you. And I love my music and I love going to the library. Don't take that from me.
Understood.
Well, and I have to tell you, fights nowadays are just so much worse than when I first started teaching. This is my 27th year, and it's crazy. Like, I won't even get in the middle of 2 young ladies fighting.
I wouldn't either.
They are, you can't even break them apart, and the officers have a hard time. It's scary.
And I think that is sad though, because like teachers, I think y'all have it the worst. Just because if the students like come for you, I mean, if you put your hand on them now, you in trouble and out of a job. I don't think that's right.
Right.
I feel like I should at least be entitled to a taser.
Absolutely.
I'm saying.
Or gun.
Shoot somebody, okay.
That's what they want to give teachers now. Guns. Really?
Welcome back to the show. Celebrity birthdays are brought to you by Barker Heating and Air. To remind you, and I'm sorry, Natalie, I'm not as good as Brad. If your air goes out and you don't know what to do, call 678-888-COOL. Celebrity birthdays today, Tuesday, July 9th. Forrest Gump, or my buddy Tom Hanks, 62 years old today. He was running. Hall of Fame running backs O.J. Simpson, 71 today.
Juice.
He was running too.
The juice is loose.
The juice is
He's on
loose.
Twitter now.
He's on Twitter.
I wonder if his hashtag is juice is loose at 71.
It should be.
Rock singer Courtney Love is 54 today. How do
Hey,
you think Courtney Love made 54 on that good?
I'm telling you, that's
Come on.
God is good. Amen.
God is watching her.
Amen. God is good.
Here's one that's going to blow your mind. Wonder Years Fred Savage is 42 today.
wow.
You know, I used to hang out with the mom that played
I believe
the
that.
mom. Every year when she would come to the the first lady's high tea, we would have a conversation every year. Sweet. Just the sweetest
That's
can be.
awesome.
An inventor of Gillette razors, King C. Gillette. His parents named him that. King C. Gillette would have been 164 years old today.
Thank you. My
But-
voice was smooth.
He had mental problems and off himself at 77.
Wow.
So this is the part where I decided I want to talk to people about crimes and why. I don't understand why you're doing them, but listen to this crime and then comment. A Utah woman was arrested last week for putting her child in a hot car with the windows up. Police arrived at Draper Park within 5 minutes of receiving the call from bystanders, because you know somebody's seen that shit. The boy on July 2nd around 9 o'clock in the morning. So at 9 o'clock in the morning, she throws him in the car. When the officers arrived, they found him in the vehicle with the vehicle turned off, the woman sitting against the door, and the boyfriend against the trunk, 82 degrees. 28-year-old Jessica Brown said that her 4-year-old son was being put in the car as punishment for being disobedient on the playground, and that he would be let out in 10 minutes. Both Brown and her boyfriend, who was not implicated in the incident, which I don't understand that, were standing outside the vehicle the whole time. Police removed the child from the car, found needles in the purse and in the vehicle. Officers also found a used needle in Brown's purse and paraphernalia in her car consistent with heroin use. They later asked her, and she said, "You missed us by about 8 minutes." Brown was charged with child endangerment because the child had access to drug and drug paraphernalia, and child abuse for leaving her son in the hot vehicle. The boyfriend was not charged with anything.
So the child lived, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought she was trying to commit filicide. That's what it's called.
Filicide is what?
When a mother kills their child.
No, she was punishing him.
Like 10 minutes in a hot car
Yeah,
for
she was
being
punishing
bad.
him by rolling up the windows,
Wow.
putting him in the car for disobeying on the playground, and staying in there. And she was outside the door, leaving up against
That
it.
sounds like attempted murder to me.
I'm
It probably would have been
Please
I
tell me
wanna
that
know,
child
how
got removed.
How can the boyfriend that was at the back of the car not get charged?
because he doesn't have that relationship with the child. So therefore, the mother is the person. Let me put you this way.
What about the drug paraphernalia?
The Good Samaritan rule, none of us have the duty to act for anyone unless it is like you have a close proximity relationship. Like if my mother was in a hot car, I would have to rescue her or somebody. But if it's somebody, that ain't my problem now. I'm surprised he didn't get charged for drugs though.
Right.
Because
She probably
that
owned up
was
to
in his
all of it.
proximity. But yeah, you have no, I mean, it sounds harsh and cold, but that's why sometimes I let the children just fall out and stuff. I'm not touching your child. And I don't have a permission slip sign because things happen. People,
Right.
you rescued my child, but her arm ended up broke. If you hadn't, well, it was going to crack her head if they wasn't enough.
Right,
So-
exactly.
There you go.
All right, so a young teen was stabbed by a man while standing in line at a convenience store. Wait till you hear this story.
Oh, Lord.
Witnesses told police that a man walked up behind a teen, grabbed him, and stabbed him in the neck. The witnesses also told police that the teen had not done anything or provoked the attack whatsoever. One even said the man didn't even say one word to the teen before or after stabbing him after he walked out of the grocery store. Police stopped the man as he was walking out the store. He had blood on his left forearm, hand, and foot, and the officers found a pocket knife on him. He was taken into custody without incident. The man told the detective that he stabbed the teen in the back and cut his throat, but that the teen didn't do anything to threaten him, but had been listening to rap music in the car in the parking lot prior to going into the store, and the man heard it. The man also stated the rap music makes him feel unsafe because in the past, he has been attacked by people who are listening to rap music before being attacked. He further stated, people listen to rap music are threatening him and the community. He told police that he felt threatened by the music, not by the teen. He felt he needed to be proactive rather than reactive and protect himself and the community from what the victim could have done. The man has been charged with first-degree premeditated murder and is being held at the Marsupial County Jail in lieu of a $1 million bail.
Did the teens survive?
No, he died. He died. He cut whatever that vein is. He died.
Jugular.
Aortic.
Yeah, one of those sides.
I mean the jugular. Yeah.
He died.
Yeah. That. I mean.
You know what's coming here. You know what I'm going to do. You know he's not going to prison, right?
He's going to a mental facility.
Because why? He's going to be able to claim insanity.
Yeah.
No, he's suffering from a form of PTSD.
No, he's not.
My thing is
He's white. The kid was black.
So he got the skin complexion for the protection from the collection. Okay, there you go. All right, Paul Mooney. All right.
What law is going to protect him? You know, they're going to protect. He's going to protect it.
Yeah, he will be.
He's going to get a nice padded room and meals served him every day.
Well, he is a danger to himself and others in society.
That's where the kid was coming from.
Where?
Church.
Night school.
Mm.
He goes to school in the daytime and he's taking college courses at night. Never been in trouble. Never got a speeding ticket.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I'm sending my prayers out to the family.
I'm saying,
young man.
major prayers out to that family and that guy. Dude, death penalty all the way. Death penalty.
I mean,
and I hope they play
Anyways,
rap music while you're doing it.
or the guards always look the other way.
I'm just saying, the guy needs to be killed listening to rap music. That's just a fact.
Well, this isn't the first time we've heard that. Remember, there was a kid. I don't remember his name. I don't remember
Florida.
where. Was it Florida?
Yeah.
He at the gas station killed because dude was mad. Oh, as a matter of fact,
He would turn down the
because
music.
his mom ran for Congress.
Right.
Yeah, his
Oh,
she
yeah,
was
I
on
did
there in
see
Georgia.
that. Yes, I did
Well, no,
see
she
that.
was from Florida, but
Okay.
she
She
moved
ran
to
Lucy.
Georgia.
Right.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right, absolutely.
Yep.
So we
Hey,
got a couple
Breland.
minutes to talk about some school. Can you talk about school fights without like specifics?
Yes, I sure can. School fights are not good, and they are more and more vicious, and we're not really sure why we're seeing this. But
I mean, things
once
like that.
tempers flare, it's hard to even get students to step back from each other because they always either one up the other person. And right now, it's a scary time for teenagers when they fight. It's weapons are involved, and there's always injury afterwards. So it's a scary time. I'm not really sure why we're evolving like this. I don't know. Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
Go ahead.
Drug addiction. They were born drug
It could
addicted.
be.
And a lot of times because like a lot of the kids I work with at church, they have rage issues.
Mhm.
And it's usually because the mamas or the daddies or both, they were out there strung out.
Sure.
And so and the problem is not my child. My child don't need therapy.
Yeah.
My child don't need drugs.
Right.
Yes, your child do, because if you get it one more time in my classroom, I'm going to just lose my job and knock them out. How
I think
about
it's
that?
society as well. Like if you look at what they're watching on television as well,
Video games.
our housewives, though, they're just quick to charge each
You're
other
right,
and fight. And, they come in and start talking about Hip Hop Atlanta and other shows that they're watching, and they're aspiring to want to be these ladies. And I'm talking more about the girls. I see more rage issues with the girls than I do with the gentlemen. They normally can get their composure back.
Right.
But the ladies, I don't know. I don't know if they're just seeing it at home, if they're seeing it in society, but I don't even think it's a cultural thing. It's all races, but I do agree that, yes, there probably was some drug usage, but they've been allowed to do this their whole lives. So why can they not just say whatever they're thinking or,
Right.
flail out at somebody? It's frightening.
I have a follow-up question about that. So, they have all these different programs for children. Is it really that difficult for you all to get these children? Like if you say, hey, your child needs counseling, get them counseling, and the parents fight it, is there a way where they just can't come back?
You can file defects because it is a form of abuse if you know that it's something the child really needs. The unfortunate part is by the time they get to high school, these behaviors are so instilled that it's really difficult to give them the help that they need at that point. And, I know if they threaten suicide, they can't come back to school until they go get a psych evaluation.
Right.
But it's not the same thing when you have these ridiculous brawls. I think they should also have to go be evaluated with that and figure out where the anger issues are coming in.
Everybody say hi to Otis.
Hey, Otis!
Hey, Otis!
Dog's in the house. He said he was going to call in and put up his 4 and 5 karaoke record.
By the way, I'm undefeated, Otis.
Oh. That just happened. I didn't even script that. That was awesome. I was about to say that Otis was putting up his 4 and 5 record today, which nobody in here gives a shit about Otis. Because we got one person that's 1-0. Did you win your one time?
No, I'm 2-0.
Oh, you're 2-0.
I'm 2-0.
My bad.
Okay, thank you.
Did you win the one time you played as well?
Yeah, I've won a couple of times
So now
here.
we're both
Okay.
undefeated. I like that.
So Otis says I'm at Cat's Cafe. We don't give a shit about that neither.
I am so jelly. I love Cat's Comedy
I am a little guilty
Cafe.
about that. I had to work for that. When we come back, Lisa is going to play Afia at Radio Karaoke. We don't care about no old dog. Unless he wants to call in. 1983 Top 100 Hits is going to be our thing.
I was 6 years old,
repeat
everybody. I was 6 years old.
Otis, be nice.
I'm trying to think what was that in 83. Well, I know Michael Jackson had some on the charts.
Fire, Otis. Fire.
Did you see this? And this is a true
Oh my gosh, I
story.
did see this. I saw this today.
Ain't that terrible?
Yes.
And here I was. I thought when we went to the Chinese restaurant, folks were just worried about rats and stuff and dogs and their food. Now we got to worry about your nana getting pissed off at all y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she peed in the
ice cream.
And, what?
Yeah.
Can't even eat out anymore. So
I'm telling you,
that's why I need to just continue being a good cook and cook at home.
Say it.
I know, because
I know you are, Otis. I was just playing with you. We were there too, but we're not.
Hey, Otis.
You want to jump on board and get on Radio Karaoke on the phone?
Karaoke.
You're going to get your ass kicked either way.
Oh, yeah.
I think Otis has absolutely no chance at this one right
I
here.
don't think so either.
You told me you're only 5 years old and you got this.
I was 6, but I was
My bad.
very well exposed to music thanks to my father.
So that means I'm going to lose. I hear that.
I
hear
totally
that now.
know that you're. I totally see. I don't believe this at all because I actually set
Really,
this
we
up.
don't talk about it on my show. I'm on my producer show right now, but we are going to cover that.
We're going to
in my
talk
show,
about
so
a
just
little bit.
hold the commentary.
Are you talking about the Disney thing?
I mean, I didn't want to do too much of the Disney because I don't have a lot of comments, and I don't want to do the same comment on your show.
Well, when Joey gets here,
Oh my God.
it's gonna be on and popping. Breland says hi.
Hey,
She's
Breland.
one of my biggest supporters. Her and Michelle and Sugar Bay. Okay, those are my. And then on Facebook,
Bye, Michelle.
Jennifer and Crystal and Leslie and I can't go through everybody though because y'all be mad because I be forgetting names.
That's why I don't do no names.
Hey, I see somebody's live on my YouTube. Show yourself. Who's watching? Who's checking out? I want to know. I'm nosy. I have to let people know I'm nosy.
Who's coming on later?
So my comedian friend, Just Joey.
Mm-hmm.
He that dude.
You that dude.
That dude.
All right.
That dude.
He is so. I just love him.
Coming
He
back.
was one of the most welcoming people when I first started doing comedy. Oh shit! What the hell? That's so hard. This how I really dance.
Like,
Radio Karaoke is brought to you by Rick AF and the DJ Roach. Today's connection between Lisa Eaton versus Afia the Diva. And we're going to turn this around this time because we got some people playing now. Y'all don't need to look at my posts. There we go. All right, cool. We can move that a little bit. There we go. Okay, so today's topic is 1983 top 100 hits.
Is it Elvis Presley? No, he was dead. Gone.
The object of this game is to hit the song while I'm reading it, not while it's playing. 2 points while I'm reading. 1 point. 1 point when the music plays. The first song was the #2 song of 1983. And it sounded. Can I get your buzzer? Who got what? Who was that?
That's me.
You're the doorbell. Who's you? You're the boner.
Boner.
Okay, boner and doorbell. All right, so this was a #2 song that sounded something like this. She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. I said I don't mind, but what do you mean? I am the one. Who will dance on the floor in the round? She said I am the one.
Yeah.
Bia.
Michael Jackson, Billie Jean.
Yeah.
Billie
Yeah.
Jean
Very good.
She's just a girl. Oh,
correct for 2 points.
Nice. Good job.
I know my MJ. Oh God, he gone, y'all.
All right, so Afia has 2 points
I miss him
and
so
a little
much.
bit of a red face. Okay. The next song was the #7 song of 1983, and it sounded something like this. Just a steel town girl on a Saturday night, looking for the fight of her life in the real-time world. No one sees her at all. They all say that she's crazy. Lisa,
Nope.
Fia,
So, Uptown Girl by Journey.
Uptown Girl by Journey is incorrect.
Damn.
So, would you like to hear the words again or like go to the music?
Music.
So you go over 1 point.
Yes.
This should be very easy.
Yes.
Oh God, now I know what it is.
Lisa,
Maniac, Flashdance by Irene. No, by what's his
you just
name?
need to know the name of the song.
Oh, good.
But who
Okay.
did it though?
Maniac
Maniac.
is correct for
His
1
name
point.
is what? David Michael. What is his name?
His name is Michael Sabatini.
Yeah, I would know that.
See, I don't even know
Good
his
looking
name. I just
Italian.
know
Know
the
that.
song.
Good looking at
I just know
Italian.
the song. I don't know. When I heard Uptown. Okay,
Uptown
anyway.
Girl,
And
Billy
Uptown
Joe.
Girl.
Oh, it's Billy Joe.
Yeah.
Well, either way, I know the song.
That's right.
You
You would have
Jewish
got
and
the
Italian,
points.
you were like,
You would have got the points though.
When-
both white.
The journey that I loved.
I don't even know who Cameron Boyce is though. That's why I was like, oh, I'm sad he died.
He was very
All
young.
right, current score is Afia has 2, Lisa has 1.
I'm so glad to be on the board. Woo!
All the pressure's off.
I know, right?
Now I don't know anything after that.
No,
All
that's
right, this was a #15 song, so it's getting a little harder. Sounds something like this. I met her on the corner. Whoop, skip.
Oh,
I met her there in the corner stand, and she wonders where she is, and it's strange to her. Some people seem to have everything. I didn't know where to get that wrong.
like, what is that?
You're going to get it on the music. Anybody?
I think
anybody?
I know, but I don't want to do
I
it.
don't.
Anybody?
I don't.
Anybody?
I ain't got a
Anybody?
clue.
Okay, go.
Roll it, Dave. It's not just like it.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know who that is.
Lisa?
Is it She Works Hard for Her Money?
She Works Hard for the Money by Donna Summers is
Yay.
absolutely correct.
You want me to eat some more of this here page?
Uh-oh, Joe, she's going to the pastry. Things are going bad. Things are going bad. Things are going real bad.
Shout out to Aldi for deliciousness.
No, we don't shout out Aldi's. They got money. We need to get some of that money from Aldi's. Aldi's, we need some money. We love your Danishes. maybe. I mean, I haven't had it yet.
I love
It's
it.
Danish. How can you mess up a
Yeah. Their scallops are really
scallop?
Girl, you gotta get down to all these and get you some. This
good. You get a
good.
pound of those big scallops for $9.99. They're really good.
We should have done. I'm gonna do a sound bite on that. Send it to Aldous.
What?
We gonna get paid on that right there.
Okay.
She just said like this. So here, y'all need to go down there and get some. This good. I mean, the look was just perfect. All right, so the score is 2-2.
No,
Next song, yeah. You only get one
because we
point.
got music.
Yeah.
She gonna get me tonight, y'all, because I don't know nothing.
Is it because you got that data to see about?
No, it's because I don't know anything.
You knew the first one.
That's true.
That's because he's near and dear to my heart, and I better know.
This guy might be near and dear to your heart too. I'm not feeling it. All right, so the next song was the number 22 song of 1983, where
my
Phoebe was
goodness.
6 years old. Just a little helpful note there.
I was
You want to
born.
say how
And I was 16.
Lisa was 16. Steve Salovic's Jasmine's Dancing High.
Hey, Steve.
And I was born the year that King Elvis died.
Okay.
That's might be part of your wackiness.
I was 7
Like
months
he
old.
stepped out, you stepped in. Can you sing?
I was 7 months old.
You eat peanut butter, banana, bacon?
No, but I do like peanut butter and banana sandwiches.
No bacon? Bacon goes on anything.
Bacon's good with everything.
Yeah, I told
And
you.
it was,
All right, it's 2-2. This is the number 22 song, and it sounds like something like this. White voice or other voice?
Oh, are we
Like
telling-
whatever-
are we telling you it's another-
whatever you
all
want
right.
to do.
Is that a hint?
Down in the street there is violence and a lot of Lisa.
Electric Avenue.
Electric Avenue
Eddie
by
Grant.
Eddie Grant
I don't
is
know.
absolutely correct.
I know the song, but I couldn't.
Oh, yeah.
Who did it?
Where's Electric Avenue?
I don't know.
I don't know where it
Prince
is.
said he was taking us to Alphabet Street. I still
Oh, I
ain't
remember
been
that.
there.
Yeah, where is Alphabet Street? That's a good question. That's a
Everybody
good-
has to find their
Yeah,
own,
we gotta
right?
find out.
All right, we got that. That's a good question for all the people listening out there. Where is Electric Avenue?
It's got to be NYC.
It's gotta be either NYC or LA. One of
Yeah.
the two.
It ain't LA.
It doesn't make no sense.
LA Tide. Don't fall for it, y'all. They close everything up by midnight. No,
Yeah, wow.
okay, 2:00 on the weekend.
Yeah.
All right, the score now is 4 for Lisa and 2 for the Diva.
Hey, it's all good. I'll be back.
Diva's going down. I think
Meet
maybe.
me in the mall.
All right, so here's the next.
Probably not.
I don't know.
Next song was the number 25 song of 1983. It sounds something like this. I guess I should have known by the way you parked your car sideways.
Yeah, I need
Who's
to
the ding
know.
dong?
It was Prince of the Red Corvette.
Yeah.
That is absolutely.
I'm like, you're the Prince one. Good job. I'm like, if she doesn't get the Prince song, yeah.
And you know, I'm singing this song as a little girl. And I just figured out as an adult what it all meant.
Right.
Oh my God. Who
Trojan.
told you? You figured it out on your own at 4 years old?
No, when I got grown.
Oh, so when you were singing it for real, you didn't know what you were singing about.
Just like Darling Nikki, I didn't know what masturbation was.
Right. Everybody's singing
We
about
know
it.
you
And
did.
my parents didn't even stop me, but yet my stepdaddy wouldn't let me listen to rap music. He was letting me listen
You
to
know
Dirty
that's
Prince,
changed now, that's for sure.
the good reference.
Everything has changed at the good reference house, I'll tell you that right
Yeah.
now. So the score now, this is fun because Afia has 4 and Lisa has 5. So Afia, this bonus question is to you only for 1 point to
this
make
is
it tied.
Okay.
How old would King C. Gillette be today if he was alive?
Well, he was 77 when he offed himself, but he beat 164 today.
Good job.
Oh!
Good
She's
job.
actually paying attention.
Good job.
That's why I was teacher's pet.
Oh, my
God.
All right, so the score is 5-5.
Oh,
But the good news is, this question was the number 47 song
Oh,
of 1983, but it's worth 164 points.
oh my gosh.
So somebody's going to win 169-5.
All right.
And it sounds something like this. Girl, tell me only this, that I'll have your heart for always, and you walk me by your side, whispering the words, I'll always love you. Y'all want to duke it out with the music?
Yeah,
Yes.
because I think I know what it is, but I could be totally
Go
wrong.
for it.
It's speculative.
You ready?
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not going. No. No. Look, I can get out. No.
Oh my gosh. It has to be the name of the song.
I don't know. I know who it is. You don't know who that is?
I know who it is.
So do I.
Oh, but it has to be the name of the song.
Lisa. She's going for it. She's guessing. She doesn't know. I see that face.
I know who it is, but I don't know the
I'm
song.
gonna say I think the name of it is Truly. Lionel Richie.
I just got my ass beat. No, I'm just,
169 to 5.
I got brutally beat.
Fuck, stop
It's
it.
like Kobe beat old Michael Jordan or something, you know, like, oh.
When we come back, let's say baseball history, a little story about Disney, and we'll close out the show. Q100 BC and my boy Lionel.
He used to slow dance to this song all the time. High five over there.
Truly.
I was really thinking I was going to get the name wrong.
You never heard that song? You never heard? Listen to this note.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me mute my.
Hard, right? You can
Oh,
feel it.
oh, Samantha, don't leave me, girl.
That's right.
Ah!
Send all your comments to Afia the Diva.
We're dogging on Lionel Richie. Oh my
Dogging
god.
Y'all know.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all know I love the Commodores. I love
no.
Lionel Richie, but that song right there, don't do it for me. Like, I want you to tell me hello. And yes, I'm looking for you. Who my husband?
All right. You know what? That was pretty good.
No, but truly, don't sing that to me because I will get up and leave you at the dinner table.
Really?
Okay, I will.
You know he's rich, right?
I would still leave him at the dinner table. So let me tell you something. Here's what men fail to realize about some women like myself. Yes, I'm on the struggle bus right now, temporarily. But I don't care who you are, how much money you got. If we ain't vibing, I ain't staying. I can't fake the funk. You know, I don't want to end up like some of these housewives out here. You know, you see how them cute girls be married to them ugly ass men. You wonder how they function. Let me tell you how.
They shop.
Xanax and some whiskey.
Shopping.
That's what happened to Elizabeth Taylor. You think she loved all the men she was with?
No.
Baby, she was just in there. She was just like, I just need a body, but let me numb myself so I can. So that's
so stupid.
Y'all know. That's what I came up with. That's how Melania is able to put. I bet she on drugs. She probably part of the opioid crisis. I bet it is. She looked like she on something. Did you see that statue her hometown made for her in Slovenia? Oh my God, it was a travesty.
Yeah.
I said, what?
Yeah.
I said, what 5-year-old y'all put on this?
Famous, man.
Get the popsicle sticks.
Jasmine said, way to go, Lisa.
Baby.
Jasmine was watching your win today.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Yeah, I'm still a winner, honey. I'm a driver.
You
I'm
are
a winner. Okay, just like
You
Beck
have to let me
said.
celebrate for just come home.
Okay, we're not happy for Lisa.
Thank you so much. All right.
Because Miss Lisa is nice. She is one of the few people that support my show.
I do
Thank
support
She
you.
supports me. I'm so
I'm
glad.
coming out to happy hour on Friday.
Oh my God, I'm so happy.
Yay! And I get to sit next to her. On
Hey, I'm a
Friday.
woman and I'm entitled to be emotional. Did you see my post this weekend?
There's way too much estrogen in my room right now.
I didn't post it on my private page. I was like, PMS would have you breaking open your change drawer. Walking up to the corner store for overpriced tube of Pringles. It did. I was like, I'm not moving my car and go right up here to this store and get me. I wanted some Pringles, and I don't know why. I have not wanted Pringles in years.
It's the salt.
But I had salty foods there.
Now
but
they
I
say that
wanted,
people crave salt more than anything on a regular.
but I had potato chips at home.
It's not the
But I
same.
just wanted Pringles.
Yeah.
Because they're salty. They're the saltiest.
They have the best salt.
Hands down.
And I have no business with salt because I would hate to you. They be like, Joe be like, yeah, be in the hospital. Like, she passed out. She had too much Pringles. She had the fever for the Pringles, and the Pringles took her ass out. That's what happened. You remember that was their slogan. You got the fever for the Pringles.
Okay. Welcome back to the show. This segment is brought about and the Princess Queen Diamond Tournament, which will have 6 stops in 2019, Florida, South Carolina, and Georgia. The next stop is Woodstock, Georgia, September 21st and 22nd. No, Steve, that was not Endless Love. Endless Love was a duet. That was Truly. In 1986, Dale Murphy's Today in Braves Baseball History. In 1986, Dale Murphy, which if you guys are not out there voting, this is the last year that Murph can make the Hall of Fame. Let's get off the fact that he played with Hank Aaron and he was under his shadow. Murph was a great baseball player. Today marks the day that he ended his consecutive game streak. He played 740 games in a row without a day off. Wow. It went all the way back to September of 1981. That's pretty cool. 5 years of baseball straight through.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're playing next to Hank,
But never missing. That's
and not missing games.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that was awesome. So we are going to touch a little bit on something that my buddy Fifi sent me 2 days ago about Disney. I don't want to comment too much because I want to keep some of my stuff for her show. But if you haven't watched the video,
Freeland, here you go. We're going to talk about it.
I'm just going to say like this. There's a grown man that's dating someone and a not grown man that used to date the person that was the baby's daddy. They get into an altercation and
at Disneyland.
At Disneyland, and not just at Disneyland.
Before the parade.
Right in front of the Small World place.
Yeah.
They were in Mickey's Toontown.
Exactly. They were in Toontown.
Where all the kids are, man.
But they're next to Small World because if you look, when he stands up, he goes, come on, man. Come on, man, let's go. As soon as he says go, you hear this. It's a small world. And they're in Small World.
Right.
They're singing the song, and Mickey's in the background. And this guy basically doesn't even hit the guy ever. He does pop the mom. He smacks the grandma in the hover round.
Knocks her off her hover round.
Somebody get Big Mama.
And then the girl that he's currently with is like defending him. And she's like, yeah, girl, I'll beat your ass. I'll beat your ass. Don't you talk to my man like that. And the man looks over at the woman he's with and tells her to shut up. And she doesn't. So he smacks the hell out of her too. Yeah. He beat up 3 women at Disney property. And then he walked away.
With the girl.
And the girl's like, okay, honey, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Fifi, take it away. Explain that shit to me, because white people don't do that. That's gotta be
no. Baby, there are countless. I'm gonna send you some links.
Guys hitting mamas?
I'm gonna send you links, baby. Let me tell you something. In the Black community, most of us had the decency not to repost it publicly. Now, I posted about it and commented on it because I wanted people to know that somebody need to get their cousin Day out there, okay? But white people, everyone has done it. We've seen it in every community. But we've never seen anything captured at one of the happiest places on earth, which is Disneyland. And I'm just like, I didn't know what was going on. I thought that dude that walked up on them, she was cheating on him with the other dude. And the other girl, when you saw her got bopped in the head, I said that dude in the white shirt don't like her from jump because he was just looking for an opportunity to hit her. You see that?
The guy in the white shirt was the boyfriend to the heavyset girl with the baby.
With the braids in her head.
And she was giving the child to the guy in the red,
They were doing
right?
a baby exchange, and the guy.
Oh, is that
the guy
what that
in
was?
the red.
See, I didn't know what. I just know that all I saw was a melee breakout. Okay, and I was like, oh, it's a skirmish.
And then the two
guy
new
went to hand the baby to
wanted
the
to get
mom,
involved.
and instead of the mom grabbing the baby, the boyfriend grabbed the baby and put it into the baby carriage. And the guy went, "Listen, you're not touching my baby." And he wanted to duke with him. They were dancing there, and the whole time the girl was talking, and she got slapped, told him to shut up.
And the other girl got involved, and
How did the mom get
That's
that?
the one that I'm talking about with the long hair.
Yeah.
He mollywopped her.
Yeah.
And I was like, how you just, but the dude in the white shirt must have known her and didn't like her. She probably messy. But either way, you don't hit no woman like that.
And
She was actually trying to break it out.
I've never seen
Now,
a black
I ain't
guy
gonna
where a
lie,
woman got
y'all, it ain't funny, but I couldn't help but laugh. I said, now she knows she can use that hover around as a
Right,
weapon.
that's all.
Because did y'all see that one video where the girl, they were like, get it. It was some big girls. And they were just, and so all of a sudden,
And did you see the security guard? And I'm not trying to make this racial, but it is in a way. They send over this 6-foot+ white guy. He's older. What does he do when he walks in from security? He basically lets this guy and the girl that he beat up walk away with no handcuffs.
Yeah.
The video never shows him getting arrested.
I was very surprised that happened.
Yeah.
And actual law enforcement didn't show up.
Exactly.
Because Disney, at the very least, should have taken their names and IDs and they'd be banned from the parks for life. That's what I didn't understand because I was so confused. I didn't realize it was a baby exchange. I thought it was a family as a whole.
Yeah.
You know how you have about 20, 30 people, let's say it's a family
Something
reunion
happens.
and y'all all go in separate ways and then y'all show back up. No, it was awful. I need for people to learn how to control your tempers because that could have been much worse.
Yeah.
I mean,
it could have gone.
Do we know though that they did get arrested? Because I gotta tell you, like I'm pretty confident they caught up with them further down.
I mean, you got to think about it though. It's like an 8-minute video. If you watch the whole thing, it's like 8 or 9 minutes.
I'm just surprised they weren't there faster.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The one security guard that shows up, he's got nothing.
Yeah.
He's either a senior citizen or close, and he walks into 2 large black guys, 3 large black women fighting. I'm white. I don't care about my job that much. That man could do nothing. He had no gun, no club, no taser.
Yeah.
I mean, where was the people that could protect the rest of the people around there that would?
And there's police on site, so I'm really surprised. Well, yes, I've chaperoned some trips with some kids.
Okay, so
and yes,
I would think that if a fight broke out, you could be there in less than 8 minutes anywhere in that park.
Absolutely.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, so they did get arrested.
I'm sure they did. I'm just talking about
Anaheim
in that 8
police
minutes.
got them.
Who did?
Anaheim police.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
that's
that's
where,
not even Disney property though. How come Disney didn't get that?
well, what it is, you know how it is. It's just like in the mall. When people get caught stealing in your store, you have to call and wait for the authorities to come. Which
you don't think Disney has their own security and shit like that?
Not arresting police officers.
No,
So they can't
apparently
arrest
not.
anybody.
Apparently it's not like here in the Battery. It's not like here.
No.
So Disney's no different
Disney
than Walmart.
World's the same way.
They take you to a room
Yep.
and you sit there till the cops.
They do. They do take you.
They said they know different.
I'm
And
just
they take
saying.
you to the underground room. The
I'm
rooms
so
are,
is
like,
Walmart.
underneath.
So is
Yeah.
Walmart.
Yeah.
I'm taking my kids there.
Oh, well, wait a minute. It says the family was removed from the park and handed straight to Anaheim police. However, officers said the family involved were uncooperative and no arrests were made. I'm surprised.
So in other words, nobody wants to press any charges.
I guess not.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Because you know the girlfriend ain't, and that's another thing. We got a couple minutes. Both are girls, and I know both of you have been in love before. You get smacked. What makes you not press charges?
Oh, nothing. Sorry.
Yeah.
What
I don't
makes me not
understand
want
that.
to kill him? Yeah.
I don't understand that ever. I don't
I
understand
will
women that
fight you
get
back.
smacked
Oh,
like
yeah.
How
that.
about that? I'll fight
And
you
I will
back.
press
No, I might
charges.
not.
And I
Back,
have
but
been in
you
a
definitely go to
situation.
jail.
I have
Go to
been in a
jail.
situation like that, but I fought back though. And the cops did even get
Yeah.
called, but it was just so I could get my stuff out the house.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
understand.
it would never happen.
You think about that. That girlfriend that got beat for standing up for a man not shutting up,
Yeah.
and he hit her like 3 or 4 times. He gave her a
And then she
smackdown.
walks away with them arm in arm.
Exactly.
And I was like,
and then doesn't press charges.
Because it's normalized. It's normalized
Right.
dysfunction.
That's
And that's
crazy.
a learned behavior.
There's nothing freaking normal about that.
And no, it's not normal. But sometimes if you grow up seeing your mama,
"Right."
or did y'all remember watching Surviving Compton with Michelle A. Her side of the
yeah,
story?
yeah.
Remember her grandma
Yep.
kept telling her basically you need to stay,
Yep.
even though you're getting your ass beat.
Yeah.
I mean, same thing with Tina Turner's life
Yeah.
story. Her mama turned her into her abuser because he was paying for her to live good.
Right.
Didn't want to take care of her.
Yep.
Lisa, you got anybody you want to say hi to? Shout outs?
Hey, everybody. Looking forward to seeing you in 2 weeks when summer vacation's over. Woo!
Ooh,
That
okay.
was so great. She means that, but she wishes it was more.
We still have 2 weeks left. Enjoy.
Yes. Yes.
Baby. You want to shout out some people?
I just want to shout out Sports and Social. I need for all of you good people to show up down to the Sports and Social. That is for this coming Friday night from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. You can chill and hang out with the Diva and VIP. Don't you want to be with me? All right.
I'm saying. That was
All right.
nice.
That was really
Miss
sweet.
Sophia, the Diva.
I'm going to come to your VIP event because you came to my VIP.
You better
Can we smoke
have.
cigar?
I asked him about that. He said no.
You can't smoke
So
cigar.
now we got to figure out how we get to the VIP.
Otis, you want to shout out your social media? No, Dave, I don't want to. I'm out here working. I'm doing jokes. Shout out to my sponsor, Barker Heating and Air, One Stop Car Wash, 40germans.com, El Superpan, and Lit AF, and of course, a DJ named Roach. Also, I would like to remind you, I wrote this wrong. Also, we would like to remind you to friend us on Facebook at BFAM 109.6 and listen to BFAM 109.6 on the radio because we had the baddest hip hop station on the net with artists such as the DJ named Roach, Eminence Pro, and Big Bella featured this month. Our next show will be Thursday, July 11th, with special guest DeAndre King in the studio. Remember her?
Oh, yeah.
Please stay with us on BFAM 109.6 for a Diva Disturb at 9:30. That's the one with her deer in the headlights right there. She got a funny cat coming out here. His name is comedian Just Joey. You don't need to be nothing else to be Just Joey.
Just Joey, he that dude.
That dude. Today's Keeping It 100 DC requote of days. When I take a quote, make it more like something that I would actually say. I know a lot of people do not like the way I talk about certain things, but it is far better to be trusted and respected than to be liked. Keeping It 100 DC here on BFAM 109.6. DC is out.